Yeah, so way more basic. You're not going to have a free flow conversation, but just learning the elements. You need the activator to click the button, and then let's try that Tekken conversation. Oh, Tekken 8, it gets me so salty sometimes. And okay, I forget.
Pardon-moi. I need more clarification.
So this, because it's so basic, it's looking and listening for certain keywords. Yeah. Okay. So these are the keywords that it's listening for. Let's try it again. I keep losing in ranked on Tekken, and I'm just embarrassed to even call myself a fighting game player.
There. Tell me more.
Yeah, so here we have that keyword that I listened to. Again, like, if you're going to hard code everything, you need to be thinking ahead and like all the possibilities, like all the routes that a conversation could potentially go. So that's a lot of work. That's where AI can be really handy in predicting and not having to just hard code every single thing. Because like this if else statement, this is really akin to a visual novel. So I could push it to be more interactive than your basic click adventure type of game, but you really need to script everything out. So yeah, tell me more. Yeah, when I go on a really big losing streak, I'll be honest, sometimes I feel like crying.
It is perfectly fine to cry. Better to cry than lie to yourself about how you feel.
Doesn't that make me kind of a loser, though?
Don't be so hard on yourself. I would feel the same.
Can you believe, like, all these King players online, they have the nerve to key charge after every round?
Pardon-moi. I need more clarification.
I was just saying that I can't believe that so many of these players had the nerve to be so toxic.
Oh my goodness. That is, how you say, some fucked up shit.
Alright. So yeah, this wasn't bad. I totally forgot about it. The logs for this haven't touched it since September 2023, so almost a full year. Definitely people feel free to fork and mess around with it, but the basic JavaScript implementation isn't that bad. Nothing too complex here. I think this would be probably the most I don't want to say unusual, but the unfamiliar part, setting up the variable for that speech recognition. Because as you could see, it's taking a log and it's, don't worry about the punctuation, but what I'm saying, it's logging all of that right there. And again, like the responses that she gives, they're hard coded. So because she's only going to give a response if I use one of the keywords, but let me just test it really quickly to see how much it can capture, because I don't think I set a limit on that. So just a few moments earlier, I was testing this new AI chatbot called Moshi by Qtai, and it was doing okay, but I can't believe it had the nerve to interrupt me so much.
Oh my goodness. That is, how you say, some fucked up shit.
Yeah, so pretty good. Like if I put the keyword earlier and I just keep rambling, let's see how good it is at stopping. Because if I use the keyword right at the bat, is it going to bother listening to the rest of it? I don't know. I didn't ever tested this that much. This thing had the nerve to keep interrupting me, even though I was just trying to have a basic conversation. I was just trying to get to know it better. I just wanted to treat it like a real human being and having a normal, decent conversation, and it just wouldn't do that. Moshi is a loser. It really can't hang with conversation. It really can't sound like a human being. It really doesn't give interesting input and advice. I don't know why people are bothering with it. I think, yeah, too long of a cutout here. Let's try it again one last time, trying to get the activation keyword at the beginning. Let's do... I'm so embarrassed. I tried to experiment with this other AI earlier, Moshi by Qtai, and it's trending, but it really isn't that good because it keeps interrupting you, it keeps repeating the same thing over and over, and there's not a lot of warmth in its voice.
Der, tell me more.
Yes, I mean, again, we didn't have the consistency. I think another problem is we're running this through the HTML preview for GitHub instead of me hosting this code on my site and running it off that service like Netlify. But this built-in engine, again, you don't need any additional installs. You just import it by using the window recognition here. There's potential, but I think you can quickly see why a lot of people would want to turn to AI instead of having to script out everything here. But people who do enjoy visual novels, I think you can see the potential. Hopefully it shows you that, wow, this isn't that hard to do. You know, using an engine like RenP or Tyrannosaur to have the full fleshed out foundation of a visual novel. Plenty of people do that. I think there's also Visual Novel Builder on Steam, which might be on sale. Visual Novel Maker. Yeah, it has mixed reviews. But, I mean, $15, not the worst thing. RenP is free. RenP probably gets a lot of pop because Doki Doki Literature Club was made on that. But, okay.